little sugar buggers, welcome back to the channel for the very first episode of Let's Play The Sims 4. I pulled the trigger on doing a vanilla styled LP. If you follow me on Twitter, then you know this has been kind of something that has been up my sleeve for the last few weeks. I've been thinking about it, I've been wanting to do it. I just really didn't know if there was a place in the sim world for little old me, not using any cheats, not using any mods, not using any CC. And you know what? I decided to go for it because if I am being honest, you guys, I have been feeling kind of, I don't know, like I need those things. Like I'm relying on those things to have fun with The Sims 4. And every LP that I've been doing, except for Seasons and the Foremans, I've been kind of just burnt out on, and I feel like I have been dragging my freaking feet in the mud filming those parts. And I do apologize because I know how frustrating it can be to get in love with the series, fall in love with the characters, and then all of a sudden that person stops posting or filming. Like, I understand that, but I think for me personally, and also for you guys, it's much more enjoyable if you can see that I am loving what I am producing. So basically what a vanilla styled LP is, or playing the game vanilla, is essentially me not having any frills, no mods, no CC, none of that mess. And I know that Deli did actually add some CC to her vanilla styled LP, I think, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. At least, you know, maybe if once we're like in depth loving the characters and I feel like we're totally attached, I might switch this to a traditional LP. But for right now, you guys, this is literally going to be us playing The Sims 4. Now, I do have two Sims here because on Twitter I had asked you guys to kind of partake in helping me put together this little family, and with that I took your suggestions. You guys wanted two Sims, you wanted male and female, you thought maybe siblings, and then Trey gave me an amazing idea last moment. I was like, rewind. I totally switched up the script on this, and I am so happy that he did, because honestly, you guys, even though I don't want to get too in depth with the story, I want to focus a lot on the gameplay. Y'all, this storyline is just too freaking good to pass up. It kind of reminds me of like a Showbox movie. I don't know how I feel, but we'll have to go with it. So anyways, let me go ahead and introduce you really briefly to my characters. I'm going to tell you guys their backstory. And then we're going to go in like old school style and pick out their very first house because they've just moved in together. So here we have Talon Flores and his friend, in quotations, Starla Mayfield. So Mr. Flores here, he comes from a pretty traditional, you know, Latino family. They're very into the inner workings of being a family. You know, his dad's kind of strict. He wants him to be very successful, follow in the footsteps of being a detective, blah, 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 blah. I'll go into that in a little bit because I do want to like show you the family tree. So there's a little bit of history behind Talon, but Talon doesn't want to follow his family's footsteps. He kind of wants to pursue a life of being a comedian or maybe an actor or something. I don't know. Maybe he'll be on like telenovelas. Who really can tell at this point? But Talon is just kind of like the black sheep of the family. So that's kind of where Starla comes in. Starla and Talon have known each other for quite a while now, and they've been, you know, kind of dancing around the daffodils a little bit. They're not like traditionally in game, as you could tell because I can't use cheats, friends with benefits, but we are going to work them up to that point because there's definitely been some innuendo, some light flirting, definitely a few stepping stones to get them to that place. Talon's parents have been very, very adamant about him moving out of the house, right? So what he did is he decided to hit up his best friend Starla, who also wanted to move at the time, and they decided to get a little place together. So I'm going to go into the storyline a little bit deeper, but I want to kind of show you guys their outfits really quick, and then we'll go in and choose a house, and I'll finish up kind of like the storyline by showing you guys like the profile pictures of the parents and the family tree and all that kind of fun stuff because it's really interesting and I cannot wait. Like, I'm so excited. So here is Talon. He is super freaking adorable. I love his style. He's wearing a little denim jacket for his everyday. We got some dark skinny jeans. I love these shoes too. These are really freaking cool. And this also is kind of helping me feel like I'm not so reliant on CC. I mean, CC is not a bad thing. Like, don't get it twisted, but I really want to enjoy the game for what it is. And this is his formal wear. This outfit that comes with Seasons, I believe, right? Seasons is seriously the most sleekest tux I have ever seen. Like, it is super duper gorgeous. It makes all of my male Sims look like a whole freaking snack and a half. Then we have his athletic wear. We've got some sleepwear, some party things happening here. His swimwear. Yes, he does have a little arm tattoo. Hey. And then we've got his hot weather outfit that is definitely muy caliente. And then over here we've got his cold weather outfit. So you can kind of gather Talon's style. Now, I hate to say it, but Starla, she's a little basic when it comes to her outfits. She doesn't really have like a particular style. Maybe that's something she'll develop a little bit later on. We'll have to see. She definitely gives me major girl next door vibes, and she low-key reminds me of one of my favorite Sims of all time from my current household. I think her name was like Stella McCarthy or something like that. Was it? God, that sounds like an actual, I think I might be wrong, because Stella McCarthy I think is an actual like celebrity. I don't know. Something along the lines of like Stella. I can't remember what her last name was, but she kind of reminds me of her. And that is why I fell in love. I created these Sims so many times, you guys. Like literally like mashed them up a million freaking times. And I finally came up with the perfect combination of Sims that I felt like worked well together. So here we have, I don't know why this says DeWitt. I think originally their last name was going to be DeWitt, but don't get it twisted. It is definitely Flores. Let's go ahead and switch it up here. This family actually lives in Oasis Springs. They live in a very, very nice house. Let me go ahead and show you. I think I'm going to make their house at some point, but for right now, I think it's totally fine just to have them there. And for some reason, their house was facing this way, but now it's like facing this way. I don't know what's happening there. I don't have any mods in, so you know. And Starla, right? Okay, Starla, she is a daughter of just a single mom, Mrs. Mayfield over here. Her mother's name is Sydney, and Sydney is a little bit of a promiscuous woman. She doesn't really settle down. She hasn't, had a really like a long-term boyfriend. Things like that. I'll get into it in just a moment. Hopefully this is all making sense. The first episode, it's always a lot of jibba jabba. So let's go ahead and grab Talon and Starla and move them into a lot. So we don't have very many options, obviously, starting off with the game. Now we could do, we can pick from the Streamlit Single, which is a 1-bedroom, oh my god, Rambler, or we could do the Crit Cabana, which is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. But I think, I'm kind of looking at the lot size here, and I would really like to maybe go with the Daisy Hovel. That way we can expand on it, possibly. I want to play with whatever we can immediately in game, and we're definitely going to have to do some serious renovations because, again, they're not together officially. So let's go ahead and move them in. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about their backstory because it all, like, their parents have influence to who they are. It makes so much more sense when I like describe everyone as a whole, and I think you guys are really gonna like where this little story is gonna go. So here we are. We've just moved in. I do actually have reshade on, but I don't consider that a mod. I mean, if you guys want me to turn it off, I can. So let's go ahead and check out our digs. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what this place looks like. So it's definitely close quarters. We really don't have a lot going on. We have 5,579 simoleons to our name right now, so we could probably do like a little bedroom action happening here. So let me just go and show you guys really quick their simology. So Talon is a creative, outgoing goofball and a gregarious type of sim. So he's got the gift of gab. He can really just like chew your freaking ears off for days. And his familia looks a little something like this. Where is his family tree? I want to show you guys. So we've got dad, Fernando Flores. We got mom, Lucia Flores. We've got his older brother, Antiono, who definitely follows in his father's footsteps. So Talon is very envious of his older brother Antonio. He wishes he could be more like him. He is the apple of his parents' eye, and Talon's always been like sloppy frickin' seconds. At least that's how he's felt personally. And so their whole entire reason, you guys, why he decided to move in with Starla is so that he could kind of show his parents he could be independent, right? So he moved in with Starla, and Starla wanted to move out too. She's also she's old enough. She wants to live on her own, so she saw the opportunity and she went for it. She wants to be I think she wants to do something with romance, like maybe being like a famous romance novelist or whatever, but her traits are clumsy. Yes, that's right. Don't ever let her hold like a stack of like dishes because she'll probably drop it. She's also romantic, jealous, and alluring. So she is the sim that wants to find her soulmate. That's her aspiration, you guys. And I think this kind of stems from the fact that her mother is quite the opposite. She's a serial romantic. She likes to date around a lot. That's really not Starla's bag. However, as I told you guys earlier, Talon wants to become a comedian. So we're going to definitely work very vicariously on their aspirations. I'm really excited for that. We're just going to kind of see where the story goes. I have an idea of where it's going to go, and that's why I love it so much, but I don't want to tell you guys as to all of the details, because if I give them all up now, it really leaves very little room for mystery. So what we're gonna do first off, we are going to probably have to start finding some jobs, right? Obviously, we're gonna have to afford this lifestyle, which is not very much at the moment. But what I'm gonna do first off is I am actually going to create a little room for Starlight.
I am in too deep, like an overdose. You're the antidote. Losing sleep, I am in too deep. No matter where I hide, you got me sleep deprived. You're the antidote. Losing sleep, I am in too deep. No matter where I hide, you got me sleep deprived.
So now that the renovations are complete, you guys, we really only have 406 millions. I can't even believe how expensive that got. So we definitely need to get these two on the road to making some freaking dough. So Starla just like try to confide in Talon, telling him some of her insecurities, and he snapped back with some quirky, like, you know, funny little comments or whatever. And it looks like he's actually acquired the comedy skill. And in return, Starla, who doesn't really know what to think about Talon, also gained the comedy skill, which is kind of cute. And Talon's talking about finances and how like expensive everything is. And it looks like the welcome wagon has arrived. Now, if anybody shows up with a little bit of fruitcake, I am totally gonna be accepting this little welcome wagon call. Look at Liberty Lee. Look at her. She's just seriously the cutest little thing ever. She's over here like just singing in the rain. The only thing I don't like about the whole vanilla thing is that we're gonna have a lot of like Sims we've already seen. So maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I might actually end up kind of like making over everyone. We'll have to see how it goes. But let's just have Starla. Now I want to call her Stella. I'm not even kidding. Let's have her go and invite everyone in. It might be a little too late. So we've got Liberty Lee, we've got Summer Holiday, and then we also have Mr. Travis Scott. And every freaking time that I see his name, I literally think of Travis Scott, like the rapper. It's kind of weird. I don't know. That's just me. But I want Talon to start looking up a way for him to get his foot into the door, like comedy wise. For whatever reason, I think these guys are kind of like tucked away so that Starla can't even get to them, but now they can. Like, this is so weird. I don't even have any mods or anything, and like I'm still having glitches with my game. It's totally fine though. So everyone's gonna come in, make themselves at home. Let's go and have Talon give everyone a friendly introduction, even though he personally probably wouldn't have had anyone come in because he's not really like the most well, he is outgoing, but he just moved in. Like, let the guy unpack his stuff. So I'm actually gonna have Starla come over here and find herself a little job. So like I said, I want her to become a writer. I feel like she would be an infamous romance novelist. I feel like she really has the skills to pay the bills in that particular category of the career. So I'm definitely gonna go for it. I'm gonna just have her join. Get paid to express your ideas with beautiful turns of phrase and words. Wonderful, wonderful words. Career branches, author, and journalist. So yeah, she'll definitely be an author. So for now, she's going to be a writer's assistant, which is kind of cool. Now, I'm only doing this because we need the money instantaneously. So her hours are going to be 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So some of the things we need to do is we need to start reading books. Only issue is, actually, no, just kidding. We do actually have a bookshelf. I'm not going to have her do that right now because we do have the welcome wagon. In fact, I'm going to have her come in here and maybe like whip up a little snack for everybody. So let's just serve some lunch. We obviously don't have many options right off the bat. But I'm going to do some grilled cheese because Talon was talking about it a little bit earlier. And then, ooh, looks like Talon and Summer are not hitting it off. I don't know why, but she kind of thinks he's a little bit of a creep. I really do like Talon. I think he's a sweet guy with great intentions. But I definitely feel like he is not the, how do you say? He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. However, his brother, oh my god, like his brother is a whole freaking snack. I don't know if you guys saw when I was doing the little speed build, but that is Antiono in the flesh, you guys. Ow! Oh my god, it's so creepy when I do that, but like seriously, he is super duper cute. And looks like Talon wants to be funny with Starla, and he would also like to hug someone. And oh, he wants to buy a pool, which I don't know if we'll be able to afford a pool, but I want to try to like follow their wants and their whims as much as possible. Is this the gourmet fruitcake made by Summer Holiday? So I didn't even need to like waste my simoleons in creating any like grilled cheese for everybody because it's not even necessary. So I like how Liberty is just like posted up on her bed, and freaking Starla, she's not even paying attention to her at all. But we should go over here and we should introduce ourselves because who knows, maybe we could become really good friends with Liberty. And Travis says, food for us. What did he say? He said food for us. How nice. Like I never pay attention to any of these things, so I didn't even know like when you did this kind of stuff, like it actually mattered almost as an event. Let's actually have Talon get to know Travis a little bit more. We're gonna thank him for coming. We're going to flash our crazy eyes. We're kind of inappropriate. I'm not gonna lie, like he totally is inappropriate, and he's kind of a child. He's very immature, if I'm being honest. I don't know, that's something I'm kind of noticing, which is really ironic. And it looks like Starla really wants to make a friend, and she doesn't have any friends at all. Like her mother is her best friend. Like that, they're twins too, by the way. So I can imagine them hanging out a lot, doing their little yoga, probably going to bars together. I don't know, but I feel like Cindy is going to be Starla's wingman. So just give it a moment. You know, we're settling in to how things work in this LP. I'm still obviously figuring out my characters, even though I do have a little bit of a backstory. I still have a lot left to discover. So she really does want to make a friend, and I don't know if I could see her becoming better friends with Liberty or Summer. So I think we should just like introduce ourselves to both Sims. And hey, who says we only have to have one best friend? Maybe we could have both. It looks like we've just acquired the charisma skill for kind of schmoozing up Miss Liberty, and we want to buy a B-box, which I find so weird. I don't know why Starla would want to buy a B-box, but I mean, if the girl wants to buy a B-box, who am I to tell her she can't have a B-box? However, I feel like Talon, he needs to get himself a little job too. So we're gonna have him take a little break from being a socialite, have him come into his room and find himself a job, which I'm sure his parents are going to be extremely, extremely proud of. But we'll have to see. So let's go over here and find, I think he can do, I'm not 100% sure, but I do think there is a comedy career. All right, isn't there? I'm not sure. I have to remember, but we're gonna have him like go to all the lounges, and I think you can like tell jokes and stuff. I didn't even know like you could program video games, for God's sakes. Like there's just so much I feel like that I hide behind underneath my cloak of custom content because I'm so into storytelling that I don't even get to do the damn gameplay. So this is great. Entertainer, you've wanted your name in the lights from the time that you could spell it, maybe even before. Answer your calling, claim your fame as a professional entertainer, either making the audience laugh with you or melting their hands with your melodies. Branches, musician and comedian. Yes, I think this is going to be perfect. So it looks like we're going to be making $23 an hour. We're going to work from 9 to 5. We are going to be an amateur entertainer, and we get weekends off, which is perfect for Talon because he likes to do a little dance and a little clubbing, a little socializing, a little schmoozing on the weekends. Now I do think the reason why Talon would want to become a entertainer or someone famous is because maybe he wants to prove to his parents that he can be more than just what his dad wanted him to do. And I feel like it's, you know, it's not a completely far-fetched idea. I do believe Talon does have a little star quality in him, but he's got a lot of growing up to do. I mean, in a way, he's kind of lying about his parents, or lying to his parents about Starla. I'm not gonna lie, I totally just dropped that bomb, but yeah, there's a little lying happening there. Starla is just his friend right here in our little LP and our little Wonderland, but to his poor mom, Lucia, she's thinking Emil might be getting married, but that's not actually what's happening. So I feel like there's some lies, some insinuating that's been happening here, and we'll have to see how it goes. So I really should get going now. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you later. I think we should totally hang out with Liberty again soon. I really liked her a lot, actually. There is some chemistry between these two. There absolutely is. I mean, it's not completely out of this world to say that something could happen between them, but it's not exactly all it's chalked up to be in terms of what, you know, Talon made his mom believe. So we're gonna actually have him give Starla a a romantic compliment. We're also going to maybe flirt with her a little bit since she is feeling flirty. Hopefully she'll oblige. Like I said, friends with benefits, I don't know. Definitely something in the dust here, but we'll have to see how it goes. So let's also ask her a little bit of a risque question. We're going to flirt with her a little bit. We're also going to maybe tell her a flirtatious joke. So what are the things that Talon needs to do? He needs to write jokes and practice music. So what kind of musical instrument should Talon use? Okay, so we've definitely tipped the scales now. We are kind of a romantic interest. I don't know, Talon's leading poor Starla on a little bit, but it kind of feels like that, doesn't it? It just does a little bit. Oh my god, he's like, I'm so happy that we moved in together. This is going to be fantastico. And Starla's like, yeah, oh my god, you're so dreamy, keep talking. Oh my god, poor girl. All right, well, you know what, let's have Starla go, and she wants to watch what do you want to watch? She wants to watch Civic Public Access. I kind of wanted her to go over to her mom's house for dinner, maybe a little bit. Let's actually have her go and chat up her mom for a few moments, and then maybe we can actually have her start watching that Civic Public Access. Why does that sound so weird? Oh, it looks like Talon's mom just congratulations on landing that sweet job. I think this is going to be great for you, sweetie. Oh God, help me. Talon, what did you tell her? Why is your mom congratulating me on getting a job? Just curious, you know what I mean? Let's have Talon go and do a little bit of jogging. Why not work on his fitness skills since he really doesn't have any? I mean, I don't know. Maybe Talon's trying to show up his brother. Maybe he's trying to impress his family. I don't know. I feel like Talon has something up his sleeve that I haven't quite figured out yet, and I'm very excited to get down to the bottom of it, guys, because I feel like there is just something that is going to hit the fan, and I want to be the caca on the wall. I'm just saying. So I don't know where we're at in this LP and how far that we've gone in this episode, but I do know that we need to put this fruitcake away because we don't have a lot of money right now, and until we get these guys working, we're definitely going to have to like be very, oh my goodness gracious. And here I thought, Talon, what did you do? You're giving her the wrong signals. Oh my god, I don't ever want to end this. I want to play. I'm going to play all day, every day, her day. What did you do? You're sending the wrong signals to poor freaking Starla. Is he done working out? I think he is. I think he's going to come in. And so it looks like she actually wants to woohoo with him, which is kind of crazy. Have they done it in the past? I don't think that they have. Like I said, a lot of innuendos, a lot of flirting, but nothing has been, what's the word, commemorated yet? I don't know how to say that. Anyway, I kind of want her to like take a selfie for some reason. I don't know why, but I do. And I want to like a lot of pictures. I really want this family, or I guess they're not really a family, but I really want these Sims to like develop a life, you know, like really feel like we have lived with them. So I'm not sure if I'm going to set their age on long or short, right? Because if I do short, then I mean, I guess I could. We'll have to see how it goes. But it looks like she's going to be reading a little bit of a story, and it looks like The Lord of the Swings. Okay, that's that was a sweet choice there, Starla. Talon just came back in. He's feeling a little tired. He wants to buy a wash tub and also a pool, but I don't think we're going to get the pool thing anytime soon. So let's just see if there's any new whims. He wants to flirt with Starla, and he also wants to search the computer for vampire information, which I don't know why he would want to do that, but he also wants to watch comedy on TV. That is something I can do. So I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap up this part with this, I think. I mean, I don't know how long it's been, but I feel like there's a lot of things I want to do, and I feel like I don't want to get into them right this moment. Like, we also really do need to have Talon start writing jokes, and I don't know what we need to do in order for him to start writing jokes. So looks like Starla is back on the computer. I can tell that this is going to be a hot commodity. Yeah, so all he needs to do is just come over here and start writing some jokes. So maybe actually I'll have him go and do that. She's browsing the interwebs. She's feeling very, very flirty. She wants to kiss somebody because she's a romantic sim. So she's always gonna have like these random freaking impulses. What can we have her do? Read books? Okay, so let's have Starla go over here and read herself A Love in the Time of Sandwiches, which is so fitting because we just had a grilled cheese and then we ended up kind of starting, cozying up to Talon, which we'll see. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to have them woohoo on the first episode, but we'll have to see if it ever actually does end up happening. Who knows? So I'm going to have him come over here and use Starla's computer for a little bit. He's going to start writing his jokes because he's very ambitious right now. He wants to start kind of leveling up in his career and start to actually make some really good money. Again, he really does want his parents to be proud of him, but he kind of wants it to be on his terms, if that makes sense. So anyways, guys, hopefully this all made sense. If it didn't, I will totally write up a little backstory for these Sims, kind of describing a little bit more as to how they ended up here and why they're doing what they're doing, and maybe a little more thoughts and theories about this whole thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I know the first episodes of any LP can be a little crazy, a little tedious, a little boring. I don't know. But I'm curious as to your thoughts and theories about these Sims and their lives in the comments down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. And if you did, you know what to do, but don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun doesn't shine. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
You got me wrapped around it. You feel me, your body